Great.
Now what? Oxygen's already set up because you've already done that. It's ready to go.
Oxygen.
What else do you need?
Turn off the green box.
Turn off the green box. We don't have those here, but that's a good rule of thumb. What else?
Suction the ET tube and the oral cavity.
Syringe.
So you better make sure you have suction set up. So if you don't know how to turn these on, you better learn. Okay, this is huge, especially out in real life. Some of them work and some of them don't. I feel like sometimes at our facility. So you just got to mess with it. Do you want to be on regular, intermittent, or off?
Regular.
Okay, you want to be on that regular. Where do we want to be at?
Negative 150, 100.
120 to 150, right? Negative 120 to 150. If we're doing what?
The Yonkers, the
Suctioning down the tube.
Yeah.
But what else do we need?
Yonkers.
Make sure you have the Yonker in your hand. There we go. Now, does it matter what we're at? So if you go down in suction and it's on, just hold your hand over it. Right, pinch it. If it's there at 300, no. Okay, you'll get a marginal for going down the tube at 300. But I'll just say, darn, I let it go. I didn't know you were doing it. If you're going in the mouth, I don't care what it's at. I don't care what it's at.
I'm gonna suction you real quick.
So down the tube, you can only do 120 to 150. In the mouth, you can be max.
There's max.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you suction out the mouth, but where do we really want to suction?
Subglottic.
Subglottic suction. So you will have a subglottic suction in your box the day of. Subglottic suction, get the mouth, get all those secretions out of there. Now what?
I'll take out the tape.
Anytime you're gonna deflate the cuff, and you're gonna need them to cough real big.
So some people like to, well, let's put air back into it. Some people like to connect, that way they know where it's at. Just watch it, because sometimes you won't do it enough, right? And you'll put it down and you'll be doing your stuff and then it gets lodged under them. Or you connect it and this moves on you. It'll put air in and it'll take some out on you. I've had that happen before. So it starts pulling air out. I'm like, what the heck's going on here? So I don't even put it on anymore. I just have it in my hand. So when I'm doing it, I'll hold my tube and I'll do stuff, right? Then I'll put it on. I don't trust it anymore. Let's put air back in it though. Let you do whatever you feel most comfortable with. Okay, now what?
Apologize for ripping
I lost track of where I was.
So,
I
hey, Ms.
suctioned.
Johnson, we're
All
gonna
right,
take
I
this
suctioned.
tube out. You've already suctioned.
Okay, so now I'm gonna let some air out of your tube, and I'm gonna listen to your neck, and I need you to just cough and breathe normally for me, okay?
Already did it. That was a leak test. We already did it.
Great.
So that we don't have to do anymore. So
All
you got
right.
the verbal order to take the tube out.
Unsecure the tape.
Now I'm gonna unsecure your tube, okay? Gloves make it difficult.
It does.
Apologize to them
For
ripping
ripping
their
their
Sorry.
tube.
I know.
Yeah, I always
that's
tell
painful.
them, patient, right through here is always gonna hurt. If anchor fast, it'll
Real
rip it off.
fast. Oh, there we go. All
And
right.
Tori asked our patient, because she
So.
just went into that, it's like, Jesus, what the floor's
I'm gonna let the air out, and I want you to cough, cough, cough.
What do we want to do on the vent before we do that?
Turn off.
Silence.
Silence, 100%. Okay, they're in CPAP, so they're still breathing normally. They're doing the same amount. But now you just created this leak where they're not getting that pressure support, right? Or the PEEP that you have set. Okay, so you deflated the cuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now what?
Now make a big cough.
No.
Suction down.
Suction down. No,
And
this
now.
one, the inline.
Okay, suction has to go out.
Yep.
The suction's not hooked up.
Oh,
I may have done that in real life. So.
I do it on the side, I can't, I'm too
I've
short.
done it before too.
So-
I've done
You're never
yeah.
gonna be
Suction, cough, cough, cough.
I'm not,
No.
I ain't gonna be behind today.
Alright.
Make a cough.
Make a big cough for me. Cough, 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 cough.
Comes out. Suction mouth. Now what?
There's a lot in there
Put
when you
some
do
oxygen on, make a cannula.
Nasal cannula. You said you wanted, or no, aerosol. We want aerosol, right? So
Aerosol.
you Put your aerosol mask on, now what?
Listen.
Listen to
Hear.
your
Listen for
chest.
Strider, listen to
lungs.
breath sounds.
They puke sometimes. Ask how they feel.
Uh,
Can they
not
say
really.
their
I
name?
She was like the best.
Yeah, not really. I mean, it's a small percentage.
Do we ask them to cough too? No.
Yeah, so when you're all done, right, give me a big cough, and then usually I say, okay, I talk about the tube. The tube is through the vocal cords. You're probably not going to have that full strength in your voice. Can you try to whisper your name for me?
Okay, say something.
Don't yell it, just whisper it, and then your voice will come back over amount of time. And 30 minutes to an hour, they'll do a swallow eval to get you ice water, chips, that kind of thing. So when that is in, we'll say that Ray,
Does the nurse
Un-
do a swallow eval? Sorry.
she does. Yeah, they do. Yeah, don't give them anything to drink or anything until they do the swallow eval. So we're on here, right? He undid, deflated the cuff. Okay. What I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna go down to suction you. You're gonna give me this real big cough, and when you cough, everything's gonna come out. So you go down to suction. So he did twice. You don't have to do it twice.
Yeah.
You could just do it once because they're gonna cough it out, right? So what I like to do is have this kind of down in. Man, it's stuck in there, isn't it? Yikes. Okay, we'll just say it's all the way down. Patient starts coughing. You get down to that carina, they're gonna cough, comes out, you go with the rest. Suction, nasal cannula, listen.
You have to hold this down the whole time you pull out.
Yep, because typically,
I feel like Ray should have been a dentist.
It's gonna feel like
Oral
ice.
surgeon.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
At
did
the
that
eye.
on the body.
so. Yeah,
did what?
you don't wanna be
Extubation.
beyond that, right?
No.
So typically you'll be right there when they'll start coughing, so you'll pull
And
anything.
it feels really good though.
Yep.
Do it, you can do
Put
it.
the oxygen on. Oh no, patient just got bad. Or if we already went to aerosol, patient's doing better. So we have to have a high flow device and a low flow device. So you have to know all of them, which one is set up. So if you go the nasal cannula route,